Welcome to Portland VA's Mindfulness Institute meditation series. My name is Tim Wright, and today's practice is a choiceless attention or open awareness practice. This particular version of the choiceless attention practice will offer less guidance, less words, so perhaps is most appropriate for individuals who have some experience with this type of practice. So finding a comfortable yet dignified posture, preferably sitting in a chair or on a cushion if it's available to you. And gradually settling in to the physical experience of sitting. Grounding the mind into the present moment. Sensations of touch and contact. The upper legs, lower back. Sensations between the feet and the ground beneath. And gradually shifting the focus of attention onto the breath and the ever-changing stream of sensations as air flows into the lungs and then gradually back out. You're invited to choose where the sensations are strongest or most vivid. And this becomes the point of focus, the anchor of attention. And anytime the mind drifts off, wanders away, distracted, just simply acknowledging the distraction. If it's helpful to use a noting technique, thinking, remembering, planning, whatever it might be, and then gently and firmly choosing to shift the focus back to the sensations of breath. Noticing where the mind is now. And if it's not on the breath, again, just acknowledging, not adding extra layers of judgment or self-criticism. Choosing to shift the attention back, perhaps even bringing a sense of curiosity, interest, exploring the sensations that show up with each breath as the diaphragm contracts and expands, and breath flows. one breath at a time. Gently now allowing the breath to drift into the background of awareness and choosing to open up to sound sensations. Sensations that perhaps are in the room, outside. The intent is to bring awareness to the different qualities of sound, the pitch, the tone, the timbre, the volume. And anytime the mind is drawn into thoughts about the sounds, even labels, judgments, just noticing that and coming back to the bare sound sensations. Now gently allowing the sound sensations to shift into the background. Connect with body sensations, physical sensations. Noticing perhaps if there's a particular area of the body to which the mind is drawn. The invitation is to notice the changing ebb and flow of sensations, where they perhaps are more intense versus less intense. Without any agenda to change the sensations or fix them or have them go away. Just simply watching. And if the sensations in one area of the body gradually disappear, dissipate, notice if another area of the body comes to the forefront of attention and explore that. Staying with the body, bring awareness to any particular emotional tone that may be present. Perhaps a sense of restlessness, agitation, sense of tiredness, fatigue, flatness, or a sense of contentment, of relaxation. Noticing whatever emotional energy or tone may be present, and perhaps where in the body you can feel it. Again, not trying to create anything or change anything, just noticing. If you're aware of a lack of emotional experience or a numbness, that's okay. That is in itself an experience to bring awareness to. And now letting go of emotional experience, emotional tone, connecting with any thoughts that may be present for you, particularly the quality of thoughts or the thinking patterns, perhaps noticing the mind moving fast or slow. Perhaps there's a particular storyline which is really resonant in this moment that keeps coming back to mind, pulling the attention away. Just acknowledging this, perhaps using a label. Oh, this is the work stressor, or what am I having for dinner? And then just opening up again, settling back and watching the quality of thoughts, the quality of the thinking, and perhaps even the gaps between the thoughts. If or when you notice the mind getting drawn into the thoughts, getting lost in the content, again, just noticing. and making the choice to step back, perhaps label, and simply watch. And now for the remaining period of this meditation, you are invited to let go of any particular object of attention and instead open the field of awareness without any particular agenda. To watch as different parts of experience, perhaps thoughts or sounds, physical sensations, to watch them as they arise and pass, just like clouds in the sky. We don't have to do anything. We just simply have to settle back and observe. And as different objects of attention show up in the mind, the invitation is to not try and engage, not to jump into fix-it mode or doing mode, to be drawn into kind of the rich appeal of different thoughts. Rather, to simply watch, to trust in the natural arising and passing of phenomena. And it may be that the same thought appears to repeat itself, and that's okay. Or the same sound. It's just simply another object of attention, showing up in the field of awareness. And again, provided we don't jump in trying to do something with it. Watching as it naturally dissipates, shifts and changes before the next object of attention shows up. If you notice being lost in thought or taken away by some distraction, it may be useful to just reconnect with the breath for a moment. And once there's a sense of stabilization, and then gently letting go of the breath, just like we might let go of a railing or something we're using to help balance. And once we feel balanced, opening up to the space of awareness and seeing what shows up next. There may be particular objects of attention which feel important, with the mind offering all sorts of justifications to prioritize in this moment. What if this was just simply another part of experience? What if we could acknowledge it? Perhaps trust that if it's important enough, it will be here at the end of the practice. And for right now, placing a gentle label, and then choosing to open up to the field of awareness. Again and again. Neither grasping onto or pushing away. Simply resting in awareness. Noticing if the mind tightens around a particular object, and making the choice to loosen the grip, to open up around it, and to watch what happens.